Okay, everybody. I'm going to wait a little bit for the bitrate to kick up here. But we'll be going live here in just a couple of minutes here. I'm just working on some stuff. So go ahead, sit back, listen to the music, and get ready for the show. Hello and welcome to CptDomano's Indie Corner episode number 9. It is January 27th. It is also Friday, it is also the end of the week, and it is also time to talk about indie games. Excuse me. You ever just get really hungry and then you just don't know what you want, so you start eating everything in the house? Well, that's what happened to me today. I got home and I was really hungry, but couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat or anything like that, so I just I just ate everything. I was eating crackers, I was eating hummus with the crackers, then I had my dog chasing me around because I was eating the crackers, so I tossed him a couple crackers, so now he's following me around, and then I ended up going into the fridge and didn't really see anything, but I did have some turkey and I had some cheese, and I didn't want to take the time to make a sandwich because I was still so freaking hungry, so I just ended up taking the turkey and then wrapping a cheese thing around it, started eating that. Well, then the cats came up, and they're following me around. So now everybody's just we're all, eating little scraps of everything and just wandering around, basically, well, actually kind of like zombies almost. We got our mind set on one thing, and we're going right after it. And I brought the dog along, so that is actually a pretty horrible segue into today's game, which was going to be Adam's Zombie Smasher by Blendo Games. I need to work on my segues. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking at today, Adam's Zombie Smasher. It's a little game from Blendo Games. It's you could call it a strategy game. You could also maybe call it a tower defense game. It's a finalist in the Independent Games Festival Awards. We're not a grand finalist, but it's there for excellence in design, and when we go ahead and take a look, you'll see exactly what I mean. This is a very I don't exactly know what it is about this game that keeps you coming back. I mean, there's a campaign and there's a score to keep and things like that, but the actual game itself is pretty simple and pretty straightforward, and obviously that's why it's nominated for excellence in design, because there's not too much going on with it, and yet the game is extremely addictive, and you kind of want to keep playing it. So let's go ahead. Let me get this thing all set up here. Bring this up. Show you that. Oh, something's going on here. do that. Give me 1 second, people. I need to fire up the game again. For whatever reason, the window that I had was all whited out, whatever. However the grammar is for that. And so it wasn't really giving me any options or anything like that, so I got to go ahead and load it up again. Hold on 1 second, and there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get it started. Give me a second to put on my nifty new headphones here. And again, anybody that's in the chat that that thinks that the sound is too low, I believe I figured out the issue that I was having last week with the sound. The sound's muted right now, so that's that. But I was having an issue last week where the sound was too quiet. So if you want to just let me know in the chat if there's an issue with the sound or with the video or anything like that, let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. And as you can kind of already hear, whoops, from the just from the music, it's definitely got a nice feel to it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not one of those zombie apocalypse games where everything is going very poorly and you know, it's a very dark and dreary kind of game. I mean, this is a very kind of almost lighthearted, and when we actually get into the game itself, you'll see. The game is based, it's a single player game, so you won't be playing against anybody in this, and there's just a continuous campaign that goes on, and you can set up this campaign. If we click on New Campaign, there's a victory point which you can set up for, you know, basically the length of the game that you want to have. And then you get these little modifiers and things. I haven't really had a chance to do too much with the modifiers because I'm basically been trying to get a handle on the regular game, and as you'll see, I don't really have a good handle on the game. But you know, you do have your modifiers and things like that. So let's just go ahead and start the campaign that I've already got going on, and I'll explain a little bit about what's happening. So this is the campaign, or not campaign map, this is the level map. All these little blocks here are people, and the point of the game, or the level, is to save a certain set amount of people. And up here you can see that you need to rescue at least 60 citizens or destroy all Zed, which is what they call zombies, before nightfall to immediately rescue everybody. And initially, the game just gives you a couple of different options to do that. You always have this this helicopter in which you gotta evac the people, and when you lay it down, what will happen is the helicopter will come in and it'll go right towards this this H, and what will happen is all the people will start running towards this spot of trying to evade where the zombies are going to be coming in. And when they get on the helicopter has a maximum capacity of 30 people, so once it hits that or a certain time limit hits, that helicopter will lift off, drop off the rescue, and then come back. There's a delay with that. So essentially what you're trying to do is time your helicopter drops so that you can pick up as many people as you can, and also not have these people get infected by the zombies, which will end up being purple dots, and we'll see that coming on here in a second. What you'll end up getting throughout the campaign are these little extra squads and extra things to assist you in either stopping the killing zombies, or they do have like zombie bait and things like that, so you can kind of keep them contained in certain areas. So let's just go ahead and start using these extra squads here. So we got a mobile infantry, which will fire. It will fire on any zombie that it gets into the green area with, and you can move it during the actual zombie infestation phase. So everything right now, you can take as much time as you want to set up your defenses and how you want to do that. So there's a little. I'm gonna start throwing down some random dynamite here. And then we get an artillery. So we put the artillery over here. Okay, so now we have all of our available All of our available, what am I trying to say, squads are in place. Go ahead and click this done, and it'll start the actual game. So here we go. As you can see, we have these little purple guys right there that are going in. And the moment that these purple guys get kind of close to any yellow, you can see right there they start changing. Blow those guys up right now. And the problem ends up being that you can see right away that the moment that a cluster of zombies even gets, all it takes is one zombie, and if it gets close to any of the humans, you'll see right here, it doesn't take very long for that whole section to churn into zombies, and then you're pretty much in trouble. So it's already telling me to restart because I wasn't really paying all that much attention, and now there aren't enough people to rescue to get to the 60s, so it's wanting me to restart. So we'll go ahead and restart one more time here. I'll try to pay a little bit more attention. We'll do this quite quickly. As you can see, again, I've been playing the campaign for a little bit, so the problem here is that the campaign does end up getting extremely difficult very quickly. Right now I'm on, you do end up having a level for, like a difficulty level for each thing, and this is a level 2 outbreak that's going on. As you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas where the zombies are going to come in, and it does get pretty hectic very quickly. So you definitely got to be paying attention. And like I said, everything is very much timing based, and really you don't quite figure out the timing until you played it for a little bit. And oh boy, we're gonna do that. And so okay, so we got the 30, so that's a full load. So we're gonna go right here. And wow, already. And I killed my infantry. Yeah, there is no good coming out of this right now. Oh, come on! Run, 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 run! Oh no! Oh my God! And these guys just ran right into the zombies. You saw that right there. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this one. And take off. That's the game. All right, so I missed it by 4. All right, well let's go ahead and just abandon this mission completely and see what happens. Abandon the city, return to the world map. Yes. So this game is the campaign is based on months, which are churns. So after this month is over, it tallies up the points, and these points are what was determined when you created the campaign. So you get the 2,000, the 6,000, and the 10,000 points, and so it's whoever gets to the end first ends up, you know, it's either a Z victory or a Nuevos Aires, which is the city that we're in. It'll be that victory. And then along the way you do get these little extra bonuses. So right here you end up getting advanced technology with super scientists, but you have to save them while you're inside the campaign map. But we'll get to that in a little bit here. Okay, and so during the month you'll only get access to certain mercenaries, certain squads to help you out, and this is, you know, part of the strategy of, okay, if I got snipers and barricades and infantry, I can take out like maybe a lower level territory with that. And then you'll also see these events. And so for this month we'll have increased helicopter speed. So that helicopter will either come in quicker or it'll pick up quicker. And you might get a little entry or vignettes depending on what month it is. So we're going to go ahead and just pick an easier one here, just to get a little bit better handle on what's going on. And as you can see, like I was saying, you start off with level 1 zombie outbreaks, and then they eventually get to level 2 zombie outbreaks, and then worse and worse. So the level that it is the difficulty of the game. So we'll just go ahead and pick a level 1 for right now. And as you can see, right now there's not quite as many people, they're not as clustered, and there's only 3 there's only 3 actual entryways for the zombies to come into here. But we do have 2 different squads to pick from now. And the first one is a barricade, which will divert the foot traffic. Some snipers, which will give you the long-range attack on whatever it can see. And then again, we get the mobile infantry. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to block these guys off from here, forcing them to go that way so that they don't bunch up with these guys. And then we'll do that to force these zombies over here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put the mobile infantry right here. And the snipers will go right here. And you can move their line of vision during the actual thing, during the actual mission. So this is just where the initial setup is. And then we'll go ahead and set up the helicopter right here, so as to oops. Now the range of the helicopter is when the actual helicopter comes in and you maybe you heard that air horn. What'll happen is any of these yellow blocks that are inside this range will come running towards the helipad, which is really good if you can pick everybody up. But as you can, if you remember from the last level, when this helicopter lifts off, well, now you've got a group of humans that are now in danger of becoming zombies very quickly. So that's just something to keep in mind. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that on the bottom here that we keep the I'm touching the screen like you guys can see it, but the bottom half of the screen here, I want to make sure that these guys at least get picked up, so that when the zombies start coming up that way, that they're going to be safe. So go ahead and land that. We've got all of our guys set. Let's see what happens. And as you can see, that helicopter speed came in and he zoomed right in there. Now all these guys are running. We're going to go ahead and switch the look. Start pegging those guys off. Come on. Come on. Oh! Okay, so now as you can see what happened here is we now have a group of humans that are right next to each other, and then we've got these zombies. So, oops. Okay, now we got to worry about these guys. Look over there, look over there, go, go, go! Oh, luckily they got away. Okay, so since they're over there, we're going to go right there. Start picking those guys up. And there we go. We picked up a scientist. And victory. Oh, okay, what happened? Oh, we took out the Zed. Okay. One of the other things that you can do in this game is there's a night and day sequence, and during the day you have a set number of zombies, and they're going to just come into the level and they're going to start wandering around. What you'll end up seeing is at the top of a level there's a counter, and that's for the day. Maybe it's like 30 seconds, maybe it's 20, whatever. But what ends up happening is during the night, well then every possible entryway into that level becomes active, and Zed just start pouring into the level, making it extremely difficult to start rescuing guys or anything like that. The other bonus for what ends up happening is if you take all of the Zed out during the day, you automatically will win that level and also capture the territory. And by capturing the territory, you end up getting 20 points for each captured territory. And again, if you remember from what I said before, each month, at the end of each month, it tallies up the score for the number of territories each side controls. So for every territory that you end up killing all of the Zed during the day, you'll get 20 points, and then for every territory that the Zed control, they get 10 points. So as you can see, the Zed definitely get quite a bit of points every month, but provided that you're taking guys, you're killing Zed and you're rescuing humans, you will end up scoring more than what the Z will, at least in where I'm at right now. I don't know if it gets any worse than this, which I'm assuming that it does because zombie apocalypse. But let's go ahead and move this a little bit forward. Okay, so we got slower Z movement, and then we also get a new vignette. And this is kind of something. It's a little interesting. It doesn't really have an effect on the gameplay so much, but what it is basically these vignettes chronicling the zombie apocalypse in Nuevos Aires. And all it is just, you know, a little basic, almost like comic book type pages that just, you know, that just kind of give a little bit more of history of what's going on. Oh no. Okay, well, that's something new. Apparently when these things get up to level 4, they will then spread out and create even more things. Full-blown epidemic. Yep, there we go. To clear the city, destroy all Z before nightfall. Oh man. Okay, well, even still, just for the purposes of this little thing here, with the slow movement of the Z, let's go ahead and just do another quick level 1. So it's controlled, and then we can take out the Z fairly easy. Oh god, there's only one entryway. Okay, so this is going to be pretty easy. Alright, so if we block these guys off here, put a trip mine down there. Oh wow, okay. Do this, do this, do this, and do this. Okay. Well, I guess it's a little bit more difficult than what I thought it was going to be, because what is going to end up happening is I don't have any, I don't have a, what am I trying to say? I don't have a squad of guys to shoot the Z, so I've got to try to take them out with just what I have here. And again, I'm going to do my best to get the majority of people that are close by this entryway out. And so we'll see what happens really quick. But yeah, like I said, I mean the design obviously, I mean there's not a lot of graphics going on. There's not a lot of you know, it's just very basic. But the thing is again, it's like you get to a point like this where, oh no, oh I almost got everybody, but now what? You know, here's these guys. Oh well, since this is it, I can just go ahead. Oh, don't get there. Don't get there. Okay, good. Because yeah, that's all it would take is just one of those guys. Okay, you know what? Good enough. They're on that dynamite. We're just gonna blow them up. They're dead, and it's victory. So there we go. So we've secured another territory, and we get to continue the fight. Some upgrades here. Yep. Okay. But yeah, like I said, that is the basic idea of Atom Zombie Smasher. As you can see from the first level that I did, it can get ridiculously difficult. And like I mean, when you get to that point where you see a mass of zombies coming, and you see maybe one person, and then that person's right next to a whole group of more people. You can see, I mean, you're on the edge of your seat, you're waiting for that, and you're screaming, you're like, just run, hurry it up! And then, you know, you'll almost get there, and then the helicopter will come, and that'll be the time where the zombies come in, and then it'll get that one guy, and that guy will turn everybody into a zombie, because it does happen extremely quickly. But, that is available on Steam right now for $9.99. The company is Blendo Games. They also made Flotilla. If you've ever heard of that, that's a tactical turn-based space game in a 3D environment, so you can go high, you can go low, you can get positioning like that. Excuse me. They also made a game called Air Forte, which it's kind of a kids game, but it's one of those kids games that I think adults would have some fun with. It's just your basic bunch of different puzzle games kind of thrown all together, but you're flying around in a plane, top view, and then you can check it out on their website, blendogames.com.
And I think that's all the other games they. Oh, they got one game called Gravity Bone. That's right. It's a free download. I'm not even sure what that is. I didn't have a chance to check it out before this show today. But definitely check out Adam Zombie Smasher. Like I said, they're an Independent Games finalist for excellence in design. Really quick look right there. The design isn't. It's not so much the fact that it has these awesome graphics and it's a really involved, in depth with controls or anything like that. It's just a very sleek, very straightforward game that you get really into once you start playing it. Like I said, $9.99 on Steam. Go ahead, check it out. Oh, one last thing before I actually head out today. I won't be home next Friday. I'm going to be out of town for a wedding. And so what is going to happen, I probably should have said this at the beginning, but oh well. I'm going to actually have a show on Wednesday of next week, have it be live Wednesday next week, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be playing right now. I'm leaning towards Evocron Mercenary, which is it's a flight sim game along the same lines as probably, I'm guessing, the X series, X2, X3, Terran Conflict, all those things. But I don't think that it's quite as crazy involved. And it also has its own physics system. So if you guys ever heard of a game called Independence Wars from way back in the day, where you couldn't exactly just stop on a dime, you actually had inertia, things like that. So it has its own kind of thrusters and physics, and I believe that's what I'm going to be trying to play this Wednesday. So it'll be the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it will be on Wednesday instead of Friday because, again, I will be out of town. And I will keep everybody updated on my Twitter for that, just in case you didn't know. It's Captain Domano, at Captain Domano, but it's CptDomano. You'll see it on the splash screen. But that's all I have for you guys today, January 27th, and I will see all of you on Wednesday. Have fun. Have fun? Really? Sorry. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.